How is it possible you remembered the Withering Palace? I would require more information, mistress. I think I must consider the matter more. Maybe Oroi could help you. I do not want your friend poking around inside my core. She is an amateur. Would you allow a Mayersian pig slutter to perform a heart operation on you? It's not the same. Maybe not for you. The ship near Elbereth must have been carrying crystals from the crater site, which proves it was some kind of dock. Aaliyah. Listen, Huang. I found Ma Zuai's Withering Palace, Huang. It was beyond the garden, just as she wrote. That's wonderful. What was there? Books. Lots of books. I brought you one. It's an original copy of the Chronicles of Ma Zuai. That's a lot of thunder. Aaliyah, it's annotated. This is incredible. I'll have to... I don't know if you can hear it, but it just started to rain. A lot. I love it. I'll talk to you later, Aaliyah. Shit. Shit. Very much shit. I wanted to talk to you about a bunch of stuff. And I gave you the things in the wrong order. God damn it. If the name the pigs gave me is the name of Renva's vault, it must have come from something Amir saw on that domed market moon. Unless the pigs really can see my future. The pigs, mistress. I assume I have heard you incorrectly. Also, because now I'm going to have to come back here again. And, try new words. Still can't think of what to say next. Perhaps it can't take me anywhere. Alright, what about that name? I still like doing Cabania. One of these days it's going to take me somewhere different. Aaliyah, what can I do for you? I found a site that's too far from the rivers to reach, further than anywhere I've been. Off the rivers. No rivers go anywhere near it. But without the rivers, there's no air to breathe, and the nightingale can only hold so much. Sounds like you need a river then. I thought you could make me some air tanks. I could fit them to the ship. How many? How much air? Enough for a day? For 2 days? How are you going to cross empty space anyway? Rivers don't come and go because you ask them to. But maybe they do. We're not sailing for some rock. It's a place. So maybe there was a river once, but now it's gone. Well, even if that was true, you can't just whistle for it to come back. What even is a river? You've said more than me. Where do they come from? Where do they start? Do you know? The water on Iox comes in from Elbereth. It washes back out into space. There's no wellspring there at all then. But if there was a wellspring, maybe it would flow off-moon as a river. Well then, you just need to make a wellspring. Maybe the water goddess will help you out. They worship the water goddess on Maersi. I was joking, El. By the rivers and dirt, what's wrong with you? You can't make a river any more than you can flip Elbereth on its back. And even if you could, you couldn't tell it which way to flow. But what if there was a river before? A new river might follow the same course. It might, if it starts from the same place. But rivers don't just vanish, and they don't just appear. I'm sorry about your distant star, but maybe, just maybe, you're stuck down here with the rest of us for once. I wanted to tell you something. Ask your advice about something. Oh no, not again. It's about the robot. We found an ancient hopper. Are you hoping to sell it to me, Aliyah? Because I don't want it. I'm not selling anything, Oroi. That's probably worse. Six remembered something about the hopper. Something from before. Six has been there before? Six says the hopper didn't send bodies. Six thought the hopper was used to record people. I wanted to see if it was true. To record people. I suppose that might be possible, if you got the eye to ignore the physical matrix entirely. Right, exactly. Sounds like you have no idea what you're talking about, Aliyah. Nothing unusual about that, except you normally hide it better. So, where is it, this hopper? On the most horrible dust-blown hellhole. This is you trying out honesty, is it, Aliyah? It's not exaggerating. You want me to come with you? Would you come? Fly out into the nebula to some dry dust moon. Alright. Sounds like fun. It'll be just like old times. You and me on an adventure together. Old times weren't always good times, Aliyah. You always seem to come out unscathed. You can say no if you want to. Understood. I'm not saying it. Let's do it. Right now, before I change my mind. Stand by, mistress. Oh, well, okay. Everything keeps changing where I'm trying to go. Damn it. Well, maybe aboard the Nightingale. We can, chit-chat about the telescope now, dear. Aliyah. Yes? I had no idea. The sky. Do you remember the first time we launched it? Not really. How did we get it up into the river? How do you do it now? Six, shall we show her how it moves? Mistresses? Thank you for this, mistresses. This is the place Kaya mentioned, but why would anyone build a palace out here? Because it probably wasn't out here a long time ago. We hobbled down outside the ancient's gate and hurried inside. Is everywhere you go like this? You have a strange hobby. Then you can hopper us back, Six. I can indeed, Mistress Oroi. So, what is this place you've brought me to? It's horrible. It was called the Withering Palace. It might have been fine once. The wellspring didn't always blow dust and sand. It's creepy, Alia. That's what it is. This gate doesn't open, but there's a door. There's a way around. Follow me. So many books here. Was it a library? A library of a terrible kind. I don't like the sound of that. What's up here? Anything good? Your friend is very eager, mistress. It's just more books, Alia. What did you expect? I don't know. A couple of skeletons with their hands locked around each other's throats? Did you ever find anything like that? This way. I went down there. You see the hole in the stonework? There are ancient robots down there, still moving around. Sure there are. I'm a bit odd for ghost stories, Adia. I saw them. I thought I did. Well, I'm not going to check. There's no way I'm going down there. Damn it, I was hoping you'd come down with me and we could hold hands and make our way down the stairs and see what's there and stop being a whiny little fraidy bitch. I can't look at that rock, but that actually is almost all the way through. The eye is there, Oroi. I see it. This is pretty incredible. Maybe hoppers were more common back then. But to cut one open like this. Cut open. Looks like it. This is a normal hopper eye, except it's been disemboweled. It's a hack. Honestly, I quite love it. Six remembers this place from before it was buried. I think the hopper here did something to the robots here. Seems unlikely. A hopper's like a mirror. Either it reflects or it's shattered and it doesn't, but it can't change what it reflects. Six thought the hopper wasn't storing bodies. You what? Oh, you mean there's no physical refraction? You're sure, Six? Quite sure, Mistress Oroi. Neural capture is enabled. That's pretty interesting. Give me a minute. And you can stop watching me. Silence, everyone. Artist at work. You'd better believe it. You still got no idea about this place? No, but there are several suggestive elements, and there's something else. Lined up? Passing right through the center of this space. Interesting. So who are all these lot? Emperors? There's one that's got no arms. That's the serpent god. God of merchants and traders. So Tapi's god then. I like that. Even looks a bit like him. They don't have enough eyes either. How many eyes should they have, Oroi? If I bet to God, I'd give them lots of eyes. Maybe some magnetic hands. Six, could you go stand in the middle of this space? Between the hopper source and the eye, Mistress Oroi. That's right. I am ready, Mistress Oroi. So this hopper doesn't refract the physical stuff back, but suppose the dynamics still came through intact. Like the way some people record themselves as messages. Maybe 6 was used to capture someone, and that's what it's remembering. Naturally, supposing that. Don't mock me. You think some doodles are a whole language. You probably see ancient glyphs in the river swirls. Capture someone? If you've got questions, Elia, ask them. But don't just repeat things back. It makes you sound thick. So you're going to, what? Open 6 up? Like you did to 3? Something like that. You see, the good thing about hoppers is they're physical. Every time they're used, they entangle with what's already there. They get a bit scratched. Like the way a ship leaves a wake in the water. So if this thing hasn't been used too much, we might be able to recover a few stray images. Work your magic, Oroi. But also, hoppers, take bits of you. Here goes.
I don't exactly know what Oroi did, but the effect on the robot was impressive.
You are in charge here. In charge. I was held for so long. You won't imprison me again. You can't. Ah, so I see it is still here. Still working. My followers worked for months to uncover the secret of this device. If they could see me now, the glorious result. Who are you? You do not know who I am? Has so much time passed since I ascended? Hundreds of years at least. The Empire fell. Did you know that? Of course I did. I felt it. You have a ship. Don't you know? I see that you do. Interesting. There are layers inside here. Layers upon layers. Layers of what? I do not think you would understand. It takes many lifetimes to understand the true depth of a soul. You really pick your robots, Adia. You hoppered yourself into a robot. You died, so you could live forever. An empire must have foundation. The greatness to keep it sound. The emperor forever, the emperor undying. I offered myself to be the beating heart of the empire I created. What is your name, Empress? Enke, owner of all hearts. But tell me of my world. I am not uncaring. Has the darkness swept across the nebula? Is all lost? You told Renba about the darkness. His dig site and his explorations near Maersi. He was obeying you? As will you. As you have done. Alia, if she leaves the beam of the hopper source. Empress, please stay where you are. I don't take orders from you. Alia, if she leaves the signal, she'll stay like this. There is a ship here. Follow me. No, Alia. Can you turn her off? If she came and stood over here, maybe. But somehow I don't think she's going to. Come, or I will depart without you. You heard your Empress, Alia. Nothing down there now. Are you always this slow, Alia? Yeah, 'cause I want my damn robot back. You do not want to be left behind. Be ready. And so we left the surface of the site of the Withering Palace. Well, shite. This seems horrible. Oroi is with me. She wants to go home. Yeah. Oh shit. But why don't you ask the Empress about that? Because she's the one that's gonna have a say. Is this your ship? Do you not clean it? This is going to be a long flight. The journey to Iox is brief enough, though I would use a hopper. Hoppers are short range only. Yours are, perhaps. Alia, I want to go home. I don't know how you stand these dead wounds. They're not all like that. I've been to lush garden worlds. Although, that one was a graveyard. Enough. I want to live my life, not walk over the wreck of someone else's. No wonder you're so cold. I'm sorry, Oroi. I didn't mean to upset you. You didn't even know what the problem is, do you? You see dust-covered books and empty chairs and wonder what the story was. Just take me home. I want to go somewhere busy. I could show the telescope device to Oroi, if I still get to talk to her after all of this. Her Highness is refusing to come down. I don't blame her. I'm surprised you came back. I have friends here, Oroi. You do, Alia. Don't forget that. Thanks for the ride, Alia. Good luck with your new Empress. Robots have off switches, right? Nope. Good faith to you, Alia Elazara. Good faith, Oroi. I hope it won't be so long next time. Like, you literally saw her yesterday. Alia, what can I do for you? I wish to show you the telescope. Look at this thing. I found it way out on a moon covered in ancient panels. That's beautiful. Some kind of telescope. Set up to collect something. It's probably packed with information. If only you can read it. Can you read it? I shouldn't have thought so. Whatever this thing was recording will be packed, stored. If you knew what it was supposed to be, then maybe you could read it. But you couldn't guess. But still, it's a beautiful piece. Can you help me trace where it was made? I've no idea where it was made. The ancients were recording something. Something is happening out there. A darkness is coming. It won't do any good. We can barely handle what's happening here, Alia. The robots still won't land on Elbereth. Have you learned anything from her? I think she was responsible for the fall of Iox. You're joking. You're not joking. Alia Elazara, have you finally met someone worse than you for causing disasters? Give my regards to Iox, Alia Elazara. Gee, you think I can convince her high hoity-toityness to zap me back? That would be a no. Alright, Oli.
Now it is just you and me. Take me to my palace.
It's changed.
This was a palace, a place of comfort and luxury, a place of respite. Now look at it.
There are plenty of worse places in the nebula.
To be bad is easy, to be beautiful is precious. I will require my other face.
Good faith to you. Why are you still helping me, NK?
I am not helping you.
You are helping me. I'm not helping you.
You are. There is a darkness coming, Aaliyah. And an empress is not an empress if her empire is lost.
Well, your empire's been lost for a while already. Another thing. I found something Renba discovered near Elbereth. Oh, yes? It was a ship. Underground. Underground. How did it get there? I think it flew there. Or rather, it crashed there. And how did he find it? Hling, do you think the robots know more than they say about the past? I'm sure they do. I think the robots can read ancient. Have you looked through the Mazwai I found? I have. And it's quite a find, I can tell. An early edition, possibly even one of the first. There's a lot of unusual material that's missing from later editions. Does the Mazwai have anything to say about Heaven's Vault? It does. There's a whole section about the wreck of the vault washing up, let me see, washing up beyond the knot of the three rivers. I don't know what that means. Perhaps it was simply wrong. For some reason, that section was removed when the book was copied and distributed. You were buried on Iox. Do you remember why?
Oh yes. As is the fate of all emperors, I was betrayed. I will not be betrayed again.
That's frightening. Usually when people say that, that means they're just going to kill everybody because that's the only way to make sure they're not betrayed. Where did they find the device? The one at the side of the Withering Palace? Was it the Great Forge?
It was found on a deeply forested moon, far out in turbulent waters. Would you be pleased or horrified if I told you how many died locating it?
I'm an archaeologist. I just want to know the truth.
The truth. The truth is whatever the powerful choose it to be. No more and no less.
Let's get off this rock. This way. I miss 6.
We have reached uncharted waters, Papa.
How were you betrayed?
I led a vengeful army through the palace gates. And after we slaughtered them all, my army turned on me. Though they did not dare kill me. So they buried me alive.
You mentioned the fall of Iox. Was that you?
I told you. I felt it. 500 years after my death, I ended it.
Why did you destroy Iox?
It had become no better than the mechanicals I overthrew. A cruel and selfish place. It was time for it to fall.